Oh, what is love to me? Um, Love is an affection, a feeling that you get towards someone. It can range in various and different emotions. You can have love for friends, love for family, love, intimate love. Overall, love is just a strong bond that connects you to the next person in a more deeper spiritual way. Honestly, I don't have an ideal relationship. The reason that I say that is I don't feel like any relationships are ideal at this point because you can be with someone. I've seen some of my friends together for 18, 19 years, and that was an ideal relationship to me, and it all went crash. So to me, an ideal relationship is not genuinely something that I image. If I'm going to have what I call an ideal relationship, it would just be someone who's willing to get to know me unconditionally, someone who can help me with my flaws, I can grow with, someone I can learn from, and someone who has some very positive, domineering traits that I can acquire from them as well. Other than that, the ideal of an ideal relationship is virtually impossible, which why I see a lot of people that are single or in relationships that they are being cheated on or infidelity occurs. Because I've been through a lot. I've dated older guys, I've dated younger guys, I've dated women. It just didn't work out. You can be with a person and you can be infatuated by some of the things that they do or some of the characteristics that you like that they have, but over time that starts to wear away, so then you're still left wanting something more. So that's been working for me because I have trust issues anyway, so it's like it protects my heart, it protects me, and it gives me a chance to get to know a person more, just opposed to what the physical eye can be. um, I say with that, it'll give you a chance to grow. It gives you a chance to explore yourself a little bit more. In a dating stage, you're getting to know someone else. So, some things that we feel like are idealistic to us that we may never want to step outside of our comfort zone. So, in dating, getting to know someone like that, it can open up your variety of things. It can have you be very more open minded, more spontaneity off into your life, instead of just having this picture perfect or this set standards that you're looking for. Well, me personally, my sex is always going to be the bomb. So sex is pretty much off the table. If I meet you and I have sex with you first, then 9 times out of 10, we probably won't have a relationship. And I'm just going to be honest because sexual attraction is what gets a lot of people off into these messed up relationships nowadays. So if I like you, I want to make sure that you're here for more than my physical attributes or what I can do sexually. So therefore, I'm not even going to think about sex. I have more fun having a dinner date with you cuddling opposed to me penetrating you or you penetrating me or any type of sexual things going on. I look more up into your mind, what you can offer me, what I can learn from you. If I wake up and I'm depressed because I have PTSD, are you going to know how to handle that? I don't need you to be trying to stick nothing in my mouth or inside me to try to make me not feel the type of way that I feel. I need someone who's going to be here to help me grow and to help me heal from some of the pain and some of the traumas that I still deal with in life. I sucked a lot of dick just because I was depressed. I had sex with a lot of people because I was depressed. And do you know what that did? It just drove me off into a deeper depression. Being out here in the streets, and once you start, escorting and selling your body, it starts to weigh in on your mental. It made me feel like that's all I was worth. Every time I turn around, I have 1,007 guys to tell me I'm sexy a day. Tell me something different. Tell me something that I don't know. I know that I have a nice body. I know that my sexual favors may be way better than others, but tell me something that I'm not normally hearing from someone else. Because if I keep falling off into the same situations, I can't be mad at anyone when I start to go through these same traumas and these same heartbreaks and the same pain that I'm trying to break myself from. I can only be mad at myself because I keep putting myself in those same positions. Nobody talked to me about sex. I was raped and molested from the age of 5 till I was 11. By the time I turned 7, 8 years old, I started watching pornos because I never did like what was happening to me. I tried to tell my father, but he didn't believe me. And with my mom being on drugs, I didn't think she would believe me neither. So to find my happy place, which every child who goes through that type of trauma for that long, you have to find a comfort zone within the trauma. So for me, I would watch pornos. That's how I got really good at sex. And in the pornos, everything that was being done to me, it was being done to the woman in there. So when those things would occur, what I would do is in my mind, take myself inside of a porno scene. I was always a girl. In that way, in my mind, it was easier for me to accept it and to live with it. But other than that, nobody taught me about sex. I taught myself. By the time I was 13, I was a dick sucking pro. I had already know about HIV and AIDS. I had started reading books, dictionaries, pamphlets, especially when we moved to Indianapolis. So. But see, that was the thing. By the time I started having it consensually, I was already knowing how to prepare myself, how to be safe, how to put on condoms. Oral sex is the safest. I really wasn't doing no penetration because of everything that I had taught myself. I wish I would have had someone there. If I'm going to say, if I needed a mentor, to steer me away from some of the life choices that I made within me having sex. But as far as education, I've always been the type of person who educated myself. I've had to from a very young age. All right. So my safe sex is always protecting yourself to make sure that you're not contracting any STDs or STIs. And yes, I most definitely practice safe sex. I've been in this lifestyle and I've been through a lot within the 33 years of me being here. And I can still say that I can go get an HIV test and it still comes back negative. And not a lot of people in my community or in my circle can say that. So I most definitely is very high on safe sex. I promote that to all of my nieces and all of my nephews, not only just for your health, but it's for the health of someone else and for the health of our community overall. If we teach one person, they can teach the next person. And then with all these abortion laws that we have coming out and, the people, how they feel about that, that are actually, how can I put it, decrease the rate of birth. On top of that, that will also decrease our population here as well as far as poverty, as far as, single mothers raising kids by themselves with no fathers. If they would have had someone to help them just practice safe sex at that time or stress how important it was, a lot of us, and I include myself when I say us, a lot of us wouldn't have had to be left with single mothers and no fathers and out here in the streets to fend for ourselves. So safe sex overall is not just about protecting you, it's also about protecting the community and protecting the women and the men and the younger kids that we have around us now. Well, I'm pro-choice. If you want to have safe sex or raw sex, that's on you. That's your body. Just make sure you know how to take care of yourself when anything comes up. So that's how I feel about it. Like, I'm not going to tell you because you want a raw dog that you're wrong, because I may have some nights where I don't want to practice safe sex. I may have nights that I do want to practice safe sex. I wouldn't just say safe sex is just basically self-care, but it is self-care though. You're making sure that yourself is safe and making sure that your health is safe. So yeah, it's safe care to some. All right, prep is a once a day. I was gonna say vitamin. It's a once a day HIV regimen that people who are HIV high risk, that they take to help stop the potential spread of the virus within your body. If that's correct, that's what I know from off the top of my head, from what was told to me and from what I've been taking. So some of the reasons that I started taking PrEP is because when I first came off into the scene, I was HIV negative, and a lot of my friends thought that I was positive. But I did see that in order for me to have a successful or an ideal relationship within the community that I'm in, 9 times out of 10, an HIV negative person is going to be with someone who is positive. So I wanted to take it for that reason to help protect myself against that. Like I said, I do have days where I may not want to have safe sex. At least I know I have that little bit of insurance right step behind me that is also working on top of actively just taking care of my health, eating the right type of fruits and vegetables, keeping myself very well hydrated. So I started taking prep for many different reasons. And then I feel like there's a lot of kids that are going to come up with the same type of story that I have. So it's nice to be an advocate to let them know because people only fear what they don't know. So if you don't know about it, then you're going to fear it. And with me being knowledgeable, I can help spread the word. Maybe even save a life for 5 or 10. At first, I was kind of nervous because I'm like, what if somebody come in here and see that I have to take this pill? But then again, I'm like, well, let me let them see that I'm actually one of the ones that are coming in here to take care of myself. So it actually makes me feel nice, to know that I have that piece of insurance behind me as well on my slutty days where I just don't want to be lazy and stop by the store and grab a box of condoms because I forgot mine at home. The whole bag probably ran out of some. So it's like, it makes me feel nice. And then, like I said, and to be able to sit down and share my story with a lot of different people and then to let them know that you can take breath and to let them know the ins or outs and to let them know that, hey, I take it. So you see, there's nothing wrong with me because a lot of people are scared because of what we see on the TV with a lot of these regimens that then went bad and start causing kidney failures and, the side effects and other health conditions that they may have. So to have someone like me who is taking it, who's been taking it, who's very active in it, I feel like the fact that I can just spread the word on it is even better.